Alright, hello everybody. Thanks for viewing. Thanks for tuning in. Ball Thrower here. Okay, I'm going to do a quick video here. So I got a video coming out. It's being uploaded right now. I'm going to be putting it out shortly. Right after you guys see this video here, you'll see another video pop up, and it's going to be the throw. What I want to talk about is what's coming up on that particular video and what we got to look forward to now in the future, okay? Because I've been kind of studying something for the last month, and I think I found out with the next wave that the casinos are coming out with now to counter dice controllers and dice setters, okay? Especially setters, okay? You know, back in the early 80s, man, when I was started playing craps, and we're talking what, almost 40 years ago, you know, all of us out there were hard surface tables, okay? And, you know, and that's when people started coming out with books on dice control and dice setting. And that's when, you know, YouTube was starting to come out. And, you know, you had, you know, your early people like, you know, the Dominator and the Captain, all these greats that were out there before all of us. You know, they started doing promo commercials about, you know, coming to their schools and they'll teach you how to learn dice control and all this. And, you know, so that started coming out and all these people really started learning how to throw, you know, setting their dice and use dice control in their favor to win. And the casino notices all this, you know, that, hey man, we got more dice controllers coming up now. It's a new wave, blah, blah, blah. You know, we got to come up with something to counter these guys. So they came out with the bouncy table, okay? This is to counter the dice setters and especially the dice controllers. Because it's real hard to control the dice 100% of the time on a bouncy table because of the radicalness of the bounce. So, you know, that worked for a lot of years, man, and you know, but now people are getting smart to these bouncy tables and they're learning ways to win. I'm showing a lot of ways to win on them too, but they're showing different ways to win on these bouncy tables. So now the casino's got to stay one step ahead of everybody. So now they're coming up with the new wave, just like the bouncy table was to the hard surface. And the new wave now, and I'm, you know, if I got casinos watching me, I'm probably going to get in trouble because they're not going to like me coming out and say this because I guarantee you 99% of you people do not even have a clue that what's going on in casinos. And now they're coming out with different weights of dice, okay? And, you know, I wasn't told this. I have found this out from my research and studies and watching and checking stuff out when I go to the casino. And what this is going to do is it's going to also stop the dice controllers and the dice setters because I found this out the hard way, okay? I first found out about this about a month ago when I bought these dice here, okay? They're purple dice, okay? And of course, I've always used blue and red dice. And I've always noticed that the blue dice and red dice, I mean, we're only talking minute grams of weight. And we're not talking, you know, major differences like 5 to 10 pounds. You know, we're talking, but you know, I pick up dice 1,000 times a day in my practices, man. You know, I just constantly pick up the dice every single day. So my hands are a good scale, okay? And they're a good, you know, I can tell the dice as soon as I pick them up. You know, there is a difference in the weight, okay? But I really never thought anything about it until I bought these purple dice and seen the comparisons are really great, okay? Really great as far as, you know, weight differences, okay? Now, and they're both 19 millimeter dice, cut edge, casino grade, you know, both the same size, with no difference in sizes, okay? It's in the weight, man, okay? They add weight to these dice. Now, it's not a weight that makes sevens come up, okay? It's not nothing like that. It's not cheating. And that's not what I'm saying here, that casinos are cheating, because this is not cheating at all. This is just, they have to stay ahead of everybody, and this is what they come up with. If, you know, just think if you had a different set of weighted dice Monday through Sunday, I mean, they can come back and use the same weight, but you didn't know which sets were being used because there's a different weight in every day. Okay, so, and what that does, and it really does affect your throw. If you're a setter and a dice controller, okay, because I mean, I found out the hard way because I was going to this casino that I was winning with every day. And I was throwing a particular throw where I was setting my dice to a 5-3, 5-4, which I call a half hard way. And I was just gripping traditionally, and just coming in with a pendulum swing to the wall with my throw, okay? And I've been playing for like a week doing this throw at the casino. I mean, I've been playing it for like 2 weeks, but I really got strong with the throw in the last week. And I was really popping this thing and hitting hitting fire bets. I mean, one day I hit 3 fire bets in a row. And I was just, I was walking out of this casino with a couple of grand every day by throwing this, okay? And they were using, and I notice everything when I go there. I first thing I usually do when I get to a table is I focus on the dice, on what color dice they are. That's the first thing I always focus on. Like, okay, we're using red dice. That's good. I used red dice yesterday, okay? So, okay, but this particular day I came in with green dice. And I noticed right off the bat, I'm like, man, I've been playing all week with red dice, and now there's green dice. And as soon as I picked those dice up, I knew right there and then. I could feel it. There was a different weight in those dice, okay? And when I threw this dice set the same way, and I'm a master on same mechanics, okay? That is my cup of tea, man, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. I am the finest when it comes to same mechanic throws. I repeat my throw down to the T because I throw it thousands of times a day, okay? And I can repeat my mechanics down to the T. So when I started throwing this dice and I sevened out after about 4 or 5 throws, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, there's something ain't right here, okay? I mean, I knew it the first time I threw the dice. Because I threw it, this morning. I always practice on my table. I'll throw 2 or 3 sessions before I head out to the casino. And I was killing it on my table, okay, like I normally do. And I'm going to the casino, and all of a sudden I'm 7 out on 5 throws, and it's like, no way, man, I don't do that, okay? So I knew something was up. So, my turn came back around again. I threw again, same effect, man. Could not throw this throw. Okay, and I said, well, I know my mechanics are not wrong. There's something here that's not right. And, I tried one more time again. Didn't have real good luck with my throw. I mean, not the luck that I was used to and expected, okay? So I left, I knew that, something was different. I knew it was those dice. I had a feeling it was those dice. And, so I didn't really think anything of it. Then I ordered these dice from Amazon, these different colored dice. And as soon as I got them, I'm like, whoa, man, there is a big difference in the weight of these dice compared to these blue dice. These blue dice are a lot heavier than these. Okay, and then these are heavier than the red dice. I don't have them here due to, I'm out of red dice. I got some ordered. I got some used ones, but I don't use them. And I noticed that all 3 dice was a difference in weight change. I mean, it's minute change. I mean, we're only talking like maybe a gram or so, you know what I mean? So there's nothing like, most people are not going to, notice this. But I do because, of the number of times I pick up the dice. So I started throwing different sets using different colored dice. And noticed that, like, for instance, I would throw a particular set a certain way with these blue dice and get a whole different game with the purple dice. Meaning that maybe I threw 20 times with this dice, but can't make it past 5 in these dice and get totally different numbers than what numbers were coming up on this dice. And really, I did a lot of research on it, and there is a truth to it, people, that different weight dice will stop a certain throw. That you cannot, because your dice are going to roll different, Like, for instance, throwing these dice with the weight, maybe I'm only getting a single pitch, but these dice being a different weight, maybe I'm getting a double pitch when I throw these dice. So that's going to make me come up with wholly different numbers and maybe 7 out quicker if the 7 is in line for a double pitch, okay? So this is going to happen, and the only reason I'm letting you guys know this is because there's going to be, the future is going to be a new way of throwing. I guarantee you the dice setter setting your dice is going to be a thing of the past, okay? The new things coming out with, and you're going to hear it here first. This will be, I'm the first one to come out with this, to notice this, to come out with a video showing the studies I've done in the different weights, and now the way you're going to have to throw at these casinos is what I'm calling a controlled random. And that's what you're going to see on this video coming out shortly. And what I'm talking about in a controlled random is, you're not setting your dice, but you're not going to set your dice to sevens, hardway sets, or horn numbers. Okay, you're going to set them to your place bet numbers. So every time you set your dice, like this one here is a 3 and a 5. Probably see it better on here. Okay, like this one here, it's a 3 and a 1. Okay, so that's a 4. It's on our place bet number. Okay, there's a 7. We're not going to set that. Okay, 10, 6 and 4. We have that 10. We'll throw that. Okay, 7 again. A 4 again. Okay, a 9, 5, 4. We'll throw that. See, any number that you can bring up that's a place bet number is what you're going to set your dice at, okay? So it's going to be basically a controlled random set, but the part that's controlled is our grip. We're going to grip it the same way every time. We're going to throw it the same way, like in that video it's coming out, I'm doing a push throw. So we're throwing the same way. We actually have a landing zone that we're throwing to every time. So all that part is controlled. Okay, and what we're going to control is the way our random roll rolls. Because once the dice hit the table is when they turn into a random throw. Because we're throwing, in this particular video, we're throwing out here by the come area, which you'll see shortly. Okay, and so our dice are going to roll random, but yet we're going to have a control on them because we actually control to that point in the way our dice wants to roll by rolling low to the table. So that's another thing. We're throwing low to the table every time. And so we're controlling our random roll to a point where we can control it. Okay? Now, of course, when you see a regular random thrower, he's picking up the dice, and he just, maybe he's shaking, maybe he just picks them up and then he just throws them. Okay? He's throwing to a different spot every time he throws the dice. The heights are different, the velocity is different. Everything about a complete 100% random throw is different from a controlled random. So, I'm just letting you guys in on it, folks. I'm going to start doing some videos on this. Like you're going to see one from the back on a hardware table, a hard surface table. I'll be doing one from the stick 1 positions, right and left. Also from the 2 position. But I'm telling you right now, people, this will be the wave of the future. How to win on craft tables is controlled random throwing. So you've seen it here first on Bone Thrower. Enjoy the video coming next. Thanks for watching. Keep on watching. And the dice are in your hands.